Hello everybody. I hope you're doing well today. I am unfortunately still dealing with my chest cold, so I apologize if I sound really weird. I will try not to blow my nose or cough in the mic. Today I'm gonna be working on a new animation that I've been trying to get done, like since last month, and just like never got around to it. I'm just gonna love it. Well, I know for a fact that I need to. That's where it's gonna end up. Okay. Nah, sorry. On top of this, I'm also trying to like get used to my new tablet. Line smoothing. Distance maybe. It's a little better at least. Yeah, we can make that work. Okay. Just something silly that just popped up. Don't need to worry about that right now. I feel like that needs to be more of a straight down, but I think I need to move it over a bit. I think it's just not quite right. There we go. Now, because that's gonna be there, this is where it's gonna end up. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing it like that, we know it's gonna end up there, so we'll do a halfway point, like right here, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Which means you won't see too much of... It's gonna be blank. Let's see. And this is the one that's going to be actually right here. You can tell I'm out of it. It's a lot of digital art in general. A lot of redoing lines. There we go. Okay. Nope. I will eventually get used to all this. Oh, there we go. Marking, we'll do it 51. Too close. Let's do like 43, perhaps. Get an idea about how it moves in. I think that might be a bit smoother. Yeah, that's smoother already. I am so sorry if I butcher your name. Tausif? Or do you prefer Armand? You tell me if I mispronounce. I apologize if I did. How are you doing? Welcome in. But seriously, like, never fear if it's like, you know, call me like, hey, you mispronounced that. You're more than welcome to let me know. It's never my intention to do that. No instance. Not a no instance. We're not doing that. Tausif. Okay. I'm glad you're doing well today. I'm still working on getting my voice at least a little bit better, but it's, you know, it's been one of those things. This chest cold is really kicking my butt. It's also like my first real time streaming on YouTube. I usually stream on Twitch, so this has been an interesting experience for me. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what it is. I know it's a bit of a chest cold because, like, you know, when you get a chest cold, you kind of cough up a lot and the cough's really bad. And you can tend to cough up, like, phlegm, mucus, and all that. It's definitely a bit of that, but that part hasn't been too bad. It's been a lot more of, like, it's weird. It's kind of a combination of, like, a chest cold and a head cold, where, like, you know, you're really congested and it's like messing up my ears and stuff in my nose, and you probably hear it in my throat a bit. It's like, it's really weird like that. So, I don't know what it is. No fever, though. That's the only thing. It's absolutely no fever. Well, I mean, that, which is a good thing. Nobody likes a fever, but it's one of those things where, like, you kind of expect it when you're sick. But no fever at all. Just one of those things. No idea why. You know, I had the perfect line there. But yeah, it's been a bit of a cold. That's, I tried recording yesterday. Like, I spent like 4 or 5 hours, like, trying to record and see if I could at least get my voice a bit even. And I think I finally got something. And then I noticed the audio quality completely dipped. entirely. Like, it got really, really bad. And I'm like, oh god. Oh god. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to redo that. I mean, you know, there's worse things in life. But, yeah. Really wanted to get a video out this week. But I don't want to do, like, a really, you know, bad job just because, like, you know, just to rush out, you know. It ain't good for you guys if I do that. And I care more about the quality. I'd rather make you guys decent content. That's more important to me at the end of the day. It happens. It's that time of year, everyone's getting sick. Whatever this is, it's been, spreading pretty bad. So, could be worse. Could be worse. Remember to hydrate and sanitize and wash your hands and all that. This is not a fun thing to catch, that's for sure. How do I get pacing down animation? Honestly, it's a lot of trial and error. With pacing, that's where it goes into a lot of the fundamentals of anticipation, all that. But pacing, yeah, it is one of those things. If you're doing like a pacing of like with audio, that kind of at least helps like a little bit, because then you have the audio to kind of help guide you. Like I'm trying to think of an idea, or one I did. Oh, in my Halloween animation I did, a lot of that pacing all had to do about the audio with the big laser that DD1 has. So a lot of that was like, okay, well, I know it's like this long, so I'm gonna have to, you know, I kind of did a lot of straight ahead animation with that one. But I know it's like, okay, it's gotta do like this, and by the time it gets to this point, the laser's gotta be, you know, the charging part has to be gone, and then boom, the laser. With audio, I think it makes it a little easier. If we're talking about like with this is gonna eventually have audio, but I'm not starting this with audio. That turns more into a lot of the vibe. And I don't know if this helps you at all, but I can show you a bit like what I'm doing so far. I have these guidelines here. You see like the blue and the red and the green. This is what helps me a lot to figure out like how I want everything to move. And then a lot of it's kind of by intuition. Does the speed feel right? Let me see. Let me turn that off for you. And let me lock that. A lot of it is, yeah, like, a lot of it's by feel. One way that could help you, you could animate on fours, which basically just means, like, you can do, like, the 24 frames per second, but then you can do the 4 frames to break down each pose. And that way from there, you can kind of go from, okay, do I want it to happen here? Do I want it to change position here? That kind of thing. It helps a lot with pose to pose, and then you, like, shrink from there. That's what I personally do. But that's what really helped me with this, with like the pacing and the flow of everything, was one, the guidelines to kind of help me figure out, okay, where do I want this to be? And, oh, I think this one's going too fast, or I'm not sure about this. It's a lot of that, it's a lot of intuition. I wish I had like a better answer, honestly. I'm sure an actual more legit animator, more professional, would be able to give you a better idea. Or at least better explanation. But I guess it does kind of depend, like, what you're working on. But something like audio can help a lot. Something, I don't think that's quite right. How long have I been animating? Wow, how long has it been? I did a lot of much smaller animations like a year or two ago, like pixel art. Which, if you ever are interested in pixel art, I highly recommend a thing called Ace Sprite. If you want, I can type that in because I know, like, the spelling of that is kind of weird. Pretty sure that's how I spell it? Yeah. You can get it on its own, or you can get it on, Steam. But, by far, I would say that's the best, like, one. If you have, like, a regular, like, a Samsung tablet or an iPad, Pixel Studio is another decent one. But I did a lot of, animations in Ace Sprite. Which was a lot of just looking at sprites and being like, okay, well, it looks like this has to move here, move there. Ace Sprite, it's $20. I know when I got it, like, year and a half, like 2 years ago now. It's hard to believe we're in 2025. It was $20. Pixel Studio, last I checked that, it is free. It might have some ads, but I think the price to, like, go ad-free was, like, on sale was, like, $2.50 USD. Something like that. But it is, like, free to use if you have a tablet. It still looks too small. That might be good. Blender? Oh, yeah. Years ago, back when I was in high school, we did a lot of, Blender stuff. But I know Blender has changed quite a bit in, like, the 10 years. We did, what kind of animations did we end up doing? I remember we worked with, like, a claw. I remember it was, like, a claw that was, like, picking up stuff, and with that particular one, it was first to, like, how do you actually animate the claw to do that? And then it was turned into the next part of that project was, like, how do you mess with the camera? So I guess some of my earliest animation knowledge was probably all the way back in Blender. I haven't messed with the grease pencil, though. I have heard good things about it. Yeah, I think that looks better. So this one ends up turning like this. Okay. Mark out is going to be 64. Again. Yeah, no, we'll leave that up. So go from there to there. Gonna have to do that like half turn in, I think. You know, put that on there, and then we'll sharpen that. No one's gotta know. Oh, that's a bad line. And what about you? Obviously you seem to have interest in animation. Is there a particular kind, like a 3D animation, traditional 2D, or like the puppetry animation? Because let's face it, there's like a lot of different kinds of animation now. How did I... It's gonna have to... Let's see, send line. I feel our Animating 24 has turned out better than it is now. Can you relate? If you can, is there any advice? Well, I had a bit of a mix. I feel like I had some things that just turned out very, very nice. Other things where it's like, oh my god, I feel like I've regressed. You'll definitely notice a trend. Like, the harder you work over time, you're obviously going to learn more. Which means your work is obviously going to improve. So, yeah, I can definitely relate to that. Definitely, like, the biggest growth I probably saw was in, like, 2023. Where I went from, like, I don't even know how to work a tablet to, oh, look, now I'm, like, actually painting. Want to learn 2D animation, perhaps 3D? Well, the absolute best way to start is by learning the fundamentals of 2D, because that translates in basically everything, but it might actually really help your 3D pop even more. A really good example of this is Glitch. They're the people who do like Murder Drones and the Digital Circus. I see a lot of like, it's like small details, but I see like the 2D animation, like some traditional styles in there, and I just kind of geeked out. I'm like, oh, they did it, it's so cute. I got a little nerdy. I admit it. I got nerdy. And there's a complete, like, free videos on YouTube that you can look up for it. You're not gonna have to, like, spend money just to get that information. Which is nice, because, you know, something like that should be available to people. Basically, it's gonna have... Let's see. Add this wee bit. That is a bit of a shock. That is a bit off. Let's see. How much... bit more like that. into that. Do you find managing time towards study, work, and drawing easy or hard? Honestly, kind of depends. I am in a mix doing a lot of different studies at the moment. I'm studying a lot of screenwriting, which some days that's like all I can do is like mentally just sit there and just read that. Other days it feels like I can't do much. It's one of those you almost have to play it by ear a bit, because obviously some days you're gonna have that are gonna be a bit rough. Other days it's gonna be a lot easier. It is hard to balance it, I would say, overall. But I guess it kind of depends. What are you trying to learn? Like, if you're trying to learn, like, a whole brand new skill. Or if you're trying to, like, brush up on something. Let's try that. I'd almost argue that this one's, like, slightly too big. Something like that, maybe. That might be it. That might be the thing that's making it off. But yeah, studies they can go either way. But I know the biggest thing you always gotta do is that you gotta have patience with yourself. Everyone's gonna have good days, bad days, even the best artists you can think of that you look up to are gonna have their good days and bad days. And there's gonna be days where you're gonna feel a bit like, oh my god, like, have I just lost my entire ability? And then other days it's gonna be like, whew, I am pumping them out. But you gotta have patience with yourself. And it's hard. If you're like me and a bit of a perfectionist and a workaholic, you are gonna have a hard time ever giving yourself a break. But it's something, you know, we all gotta work on. Yeah. Not something I would wish on anyone, but I know it's just also just one of those things. Aye, what happened? There we go. Put that to 68. Success and confidence in one of life bleeds into others. Quite true. Life has a way of working out. It can be very hard a lot of days, but it is possible. Just gotta learn to be kind to ourselves. I feel like so many of us are taught at such a young age that things have to be a certain way. You have to be a certain way. Your success is measured by this or that. And we're not really ever taught to really be good to ourselves. Oh, you like the music? It's by Chill Hop. It's an absolute free service online. Kind of similar vibe to the, Lo-Fi Girl. It's like, work with me, like. Yeah, I had parents like that where they kind of expected way more from me than was probably reasonable for a kid. So that's why I always try to tell people, you know, it's okay to, you know, take some time for yourself. It's okay. You're not like some horrible person if you are struggling. It happens. It's life. Everything would be very different if we all never struggled. Front looks off. Okay. Oh, it's nighttime for you. Well, you have a good night and you sleep well, okay? Get plenty of rest. It's very important. Oh yeah, feel free to share your Instagram. Always happy to connect with fellow artists. No problem. You have a good night. Let's see. If I feel a cough coming on, I'll try to mute, just so you guys don't have to like hear that in your ears or anything like that if you have headphones on. Yeah, like that. Apologies. Ugh. Why are you saying that is 22 frames per second? 24. Feel like that one isn't quite right. Yeah, that one's not quite right. Actually, okay, I'll write down that username real quick, cause just in case. Okay, better remember this. B1, got it. Let's see. It's like it's not quite it's not pushing enough, I don't think. Think this line. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think the most important thing about art is enjoying it more than anything else, even if it's not work some days, we find enjoyment. Yep, absolutely. You gotta enjoy what you do. Otherwise, you will lose your mind, and you're just gonna get, and when you have those bad days, because no matter what, even if you love what you do, you're gonna have some bad days sometimes. You need something to keep you sane. Yeah, let me get my reference. Okay, fun fact about this particular animation, I made a paper airplane. Just to help me with reference with angles. Because it's hard. Let's see, that went from that to... It needs to do like that. If you always can use real world references. Which, yeah, that is very off. We don't like that. Let's get rid of that line for right now. Okay. This is where it's going to be a wee bit difficult. This is going to be a lot higher, and I think that's the problem. What's off? Trying to do this one-handed at the moment. Okay, we know that's going to be the half in betweens here the most difficult. Because we gotta basically hint that that's there. Yeah, that cough is getting to me today. Let's zoom out a wee bit. Need to adjust that a wee bit. Edit that, back to that. I feel like I should sharpen these lines a bit. feel like that might make a bit more sense. Do we want to make... I mean, that's pretty good, honestly. Getting there slowly. I know either way, it's not gonna be perfect. Should not promote any sort of perfectionism. Not good for the soul. Make that 72. Mark out. Let's see. Okay, this is where it does a big dip. It's gonna end up there. Okay. No, it's gonna save. I'm gonna have it clean down just a wee bit like that. Angle.
The easiest way
Let's
to get
see.
into a meditative state is to begin by
Gonna be that line, another line. Let's see, 1, 2. Yeah, making a paper airplane was a very good idea. Really helps me see, like, in a visual spot here. Let's see. Voice audio is very low. I apologize. I'm trying not to, like, yell. I can see if I can raise it up a bit. Also, welcome in, Luke. I hope you're doing well today. Give me 1 second. Might be this, honestly. Take care of that. Put that up a little bit. Ah, okay. Thank you for letting me know. I apologize. I wasn't sure how my voice would sound. I didn't want to, like, yell. I'm not much of a yeller. I don't like it. No, you're doing well. That's wonderful to hear. I am glad you're doing well. I am afraid I'm still dealing with my cold, which is why I haven't been able to upload, because I just know, like, just how bad I sound, and ain't nobody want to deal with very bad voiceover. that might be a little on the big side, honestly. That is one thing I would like to work on more with my animations is, making sure, like, lines are stronger and that sizing between each frame is better. From all my schooling so far has told me, is that's just kind of something you gotta be aware of and practice as much as you can. It's one of those things that come with time and catching yourself when it starts looking off. Because like that, yep. Too big. I can see it already. Not like massively, but definitely too much. That's fine, that's fine. We work through it. There we go. Still got a long way to go. But we will get there. Hopefully, I am able to get something done soon. Okay, this is where it jumps up quite a bit. Look at that, look at that. I would love for this. It has my one thing about this is that I wish the rotate worked a little better on TV Paint. If surprise good knows it was slightly bigger. Yeah, it's one of those things. Like I know I'm not fantastic. Like I know I mess it up. So like I'm like extra self-conscious about it. Rodrigo, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day today. And that you are not like me and sick and sound awful. Oh yeah, we live, Wolfish, we live. How you doing? My first proper stream on YouTube. Let's see. It's like I see how that lines off. I see it. I see it. That's okay, yeah, I see what my logic was here. Just a bit more straight up like that, and then line. I feel like I'm an actor sometimes when I go line. When it's just me yelling at myself. Or yelling at the program of, hey, work with me. Maybe something like that. That's because it dips like that. Okay. That was my logic. No, the key. He's a little kitty in a box. That's adorable. If I fits, I sits. That's basically Cow in a nutshell. The way he likes to be. For reference, Cow is one of my kitties. He's black and white, and he's got these big black spots for some reason on both sides of his belly. And that's kind of how I came up with his name. He's a very good boy. Very silly. Very, very silly boy. I forget how to... Oh, that button. Let's see. Yep, and that one ended up being small. Funny how that works. Yep. It's like slightly off. Let's put that a bit more in between. Make it like there. Fix that corner. Typical artist things, fixing things that there's absolutely no way anyone would notice, but you are obsessed with knowing that's there and must fix. Must fix it. That one also might just be too big. No, mostly long, I think. Let's do like there. See how that looks. 'Cause it's gonna like, the wings are gonna get bigger, so that makes more sense. It needs to be like a bit like taller, not wider. The onion skin. Zoom that out a wee bit. Mark in. Let's see. And this is when it does a big dippy dip. Let's see. I would at least like to get... There's technically 3 passes that this does. I would at the very least like to get this second one done. So at least I feel like I got something done today. You guys ever have that feeling? The whole like, I gotta at least do this. I am very bad with that. Yeah, it kind of makes sense for... I think I see where my logic was. I'm one of those people where I kind of prefer trying to do, like, at least a whole part of a project at once. So, like, when I was doing the rough animation for this, when I was planning everything out, the storyboarding, I want to do, like, all of that at once. I don't like taking breaks. I don't like stopping for the day or anything. So with this, it's like, I gotta really want to get all the line art done today. Would like to, but I can hear how I sound. Yeah. What are you all drinking? I'm still working on my coffee. I do that when I'm working in the yard. Yeah, now it's a bit too cold to work in the yard. At least here, where we are in the northern hemisphere. But it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a good summer. We gotta have some good positive thoughts. I just really hope that this coming summer this year isn't as bad. Because I feel like last summer it was like unbelievably hot. And I get migraines really bad. So, and for some reason, like, really extreme heat affects it pretty bad. So, I'm mostly just hoping for that. My dummy butt. My goodness. Cancel. Okay. I need to fix that 'cause I did that on the wrong frame. But that's okay. We can fix this. Gonna extend that out, Gonna put that there. That can just sit there. It's only so many hours in a day. Quite true, quite true. Zero Sugar Monster Ultra Vice Guava. How is that? How is that? Not bad. As long as it's not bad. Bones Malone, how are you? Welcome in. All the love in the chat today. I love you guys too. And I hope you're taking care of yourselves today, because that's important. That is exceptionally important. What is it about this paper airplane that is just like driving me nuts today? I'm having a hard time with making sure the sizes are correct. Also, that's what she said. Hello? What is... it's short. How about that? How about that? How about that? How about that? Yep. Change you. That one was technically more correct. How about that? Now I had the reverse problem. Is it wearing your patience paper thin? Yes, it is. It is. Very much so. Let's see. That one's gonna be there. Light table. Is that not far enough? I almost feel like that's too far. Maybe at least a 4 to each side. One, two, three. We'll see. Yeah, the light table's being a little weird. Oh well. Might just be like a framing thing. Yeah, because it doesn't want to show me this for some reason. What is going on with the light table? Come on. It might be because it's just blending too much, honestly. That's probably what it is, yeah. Yeah, I see it. It's blending too much. The problem with using red. That might be a touch on the long side, actually. Erase that. Let's center this. Turn that off. It's... It's like at that... Let's see. I feel like that's closer to what I want. May need to... It's not too bad. You know, I may need to shrink that. Yep. I think the problem I'm seeing is the light. The angle is a little off. Basically need to like shrink that a wee bit more. Just to make it a bit more uniform. Let's see. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Hey, we're getting somewhere. Okay, we're getting near the end now. How about that? At least of this one. Now, what's this? Okay, that's where it disappears for a while. Okay. Well, we know this pass goes over there. Now we're here. We'll put this at 89. Okay, so it's just like that halfway mark there. Okay. Just that a wee bit. Arcs. Must always remember arcs. Extend these out a bit more. And then it's gonna be like halfway gone here. Something like that. Let's make that marking a lot more like... Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Let's reset this. Okay. Turn that off, turn that off. It almost exits a little too fast. Granted, it comes in quite fast too. I think that's what it is. I think that might be a slight too big jump. That might be what it is I'm thinking of. Just a slight too big. Just slightly. Alright, let me get the light table here and get an idea. Don't think... I move that back a wee bit. And we add a wee bit to it. It's a little smoother at least. So by the way, I need to save. Frame 100. I can give you guys a sneak peek of what this looks like so far. Still hasn't quite gotten to its last bit. I might adjust the green line a little bit. I think I can do this full screen. See if I can make that a little bigger for you guys. Yeah, getting somewhere. To me, this was like huge on my screen. Alright, let's pause that. Refit that into the thing. This is after it does its pass. Obviously, these guidelines are also gonna go as well in the final animation. Yeah, I might do that. I might end up adjusting the green line. Yeah, I think it does pretty well. Ugh. Where we get to that. Yeah, let me see this real quick. Thing is, I had like that slide a little bit. I don't
think it has to be dead center. That's one reason why I made this entire, if you're curious, that's essentially what all these guidelines are. I have kind of like a rule of thirds going on here in blue. Have like these markers to kind of let me know like where the center is and everything. Quite useful. I kind of wish I made this a lot earlier. But what can you do? Trying to debate. Probably at least get to like there, maybe. I think I'll probably do like a little bit more. Okay, that's where it pops up. This is where it's going to be a little farther away. That a wee bit, and then we'll make this one. Don't know how to help you there, Bones. Start dipping that a wee bit like that. What's my view on AI? AI itself can't make art. It can only make what it's trained on. It has no, individuality or self-awareness to make any sort of, like, actual art. That's why the whole thing about it's AI generated, which means it's, no. I would never use it unless it was purely for, like, a research purpose kind of thing to make a point, never to actually use it to replace my own style. And I apologize if, like, you're really into it. I mean, I can't do anything. Yeah, the human element, exactly, Wolfish. I mean, it's your money, it's your time. What you do with that is obviously your own thing, but no, not for me personally. I mean, I don't think I fully have, like, a super distinguished, distinctive art style. I feel like I'm kind of all over the place, but that's also just me. But no, like, wouldn't use it. Why would I use it if I do have a distinguished, a distinctive art style? That just seems silly. Oh, that's right. I never moved that. We'll do like 93, I think, for the mark out. Yeah, I slept. Yeah, like that. That's why that's like called that. Like many things in technology, there's a time and a place for it, but there's a limit as well. There's a limit to everything. Just as there, is a limit between drawing on paper versus drawing on a tablet. There's pros and cons of each, but I'm still fundamentally having to practice actual fundamentals of animation to do this. And AI itself, because it's a computer, can only understand, like, out of the, 12 principles of animation, it can only understand, 4 of them. Like, it's never going to understand. So, like I said, I can't tell you what to do. It's your money, your time. You do with that as you see fit. That is within your right. But that's as far as it goes with me. You're not gonna convince me otherwise. That'd be like trying to have an argument of, oh, what's better, Pepsi or Coca-Cola? Like, everyone's got preferences, and I'm always gonna support real artists. But we are not here to talk about AI. very shaky line. It is a very shaky line. Ah, I see what you did. I see what I did. Let me do that. Ugh, I'm getting hungry. Doing this intermediate fasting sucks. Have you guys done that? Ugh. So, it's supposed to be good for you. It's supposed to be good for your brain and mental clarity and all that, which I feel like it has. It has helped me. I do kind of sit here and think like, I want it to be like 1 o'clock so I can at least have something in my stomach. Oh, I see, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think... I lean more towards animation, but, like, I know fundamentally with animation, it won't... Have you ever noticed, like, that's why, like, the AI-generated videos look so off? They feel unnatural, they have that uncanny valley. It's because, like, the way the 9 old men from Disney, as they were called, why they are the kind of the godfathers, so to speak, of animation is because they had to figure it out. How do we take these pictures and make them come to life? And it took, 9 old men to figure it out. And animation is the caricature of life. So you have to kind of understand life, understand what it looks like and everything in order to exaggerate it and for our brains to understand it. There's subtleties in the human nature that only really human can distinguish. Once computers start failing, it's the end of the world. Has no one seen, like, Terminator and all the other, like, sci-fi stories? I grew up with those. Or was my dad weird for having me watch those as a kid? Okay, so it's gonna dip. Gonna dip. Only time I pass is when I prescribed Adderall. I feel that. That stuff is strong. Ah, excuse me a second. I will be right back, guys. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. I feel a lot in my throat. Give me 1 minute. hunt down my water bottle. And then he refilled. Yeah. Ugh. Almost feel like oh, what happened to my size? Huh. There we go. Something like that, I think. Yeah, this is gonna be way more up. Oh, apparently it's a bit windy out. In my office, I'm right near a window, but like how my house is like structured, well, actually, I can actually hear the wind just like hitting right at the window. Yep, gotta earn that bread. Remember to be safe, Wolfish. Be safe. At the end of the day, that is more important. Careful, Wolfish. No, you like windy days? Windy days are quite loud where I am. So they often, like, kind of suck, honestly. Especially when it's, like, really, really windy days. Oh my goodness. It is, like, awful and super loud. Working maintenance, oh. How do you like that job? Does it treat you alright? Also, a friendly reminder to hydrate everybody. This is where, like, Twitch is actually kind of, like, really nice, because, the redeems and sound alerts and all that are really useful. Wolfish knows exactly what to do about reminding me to stretch and hydrate, because I'm terrible at that. Shrimping, not allowed. But thankfully I'm using a different tablet today, so that should help. Ow. Snap, crackle, pop, ow. I said hydrate, Wolfish. You need water. You found a shrimpy boat. Oh, wonderful. So, it's work. Yeah, I understand. I understand. You do what you gotta do. Anyway, donate. Oh, that's really sweet of you guys to say that. Thank you. Well, currently, right now, from what I've understood is I still need to get, like, properly monetized on YouTube before donations are kind of a thing. And I have a Ko-fi and stuff like that, but it's not like it's terrible or anything, but some people are kind of meh about the platform, because Ko-fi is kind of only, like, really known in, like, the art sphere. Not that there's anything, like, really wrong with Ko-fi, it's just one of those, like, oh, well, what the heck is Ko-fi, huh? Huh? What is that? But I really appreciate the thought, thank you. Hopefully I can get monetized at some point. No, Wolfish, I don't have a thing for that. Yeah, I know. I imagine it will be a thing eventually. I imagine YouTube is still, like, maybe they're still figuring out what they want to do with streaming. So I still have people who are still kind of iffy about it, because that is kind of the benefit with Twitch. Twitch has always been, like, around, you know, live streaming, so they have a lot of other stuff, like, you know, the channel point redeems and bits and all that. I mean, YouTube, I think, just introduced a thing called Jewels, which, if you guys are on Twitch, is very similar to bits, it's very similar to, like, TikTok as well. The whole, like, you buy X amount of, like, a particular coin or something, and then you use that to throw at the live stream and all that. Like, as far as I know, they, like, just introduced that, like, not too long ago. I think they were even, like, doing, like, a sale or something for it. Frickin' TikTok. I don't know if you guys are on TikTok, or even if you're in the US, that's a whole thing, a bit like being banned and all that right now. Or going to be banned. So they added trending sounds to YouTube Shorts. So maybe they could steal some ideas for Twitch. Well, I mean, that's a good point. Never know. I guess we'll see what happens. with everything kind of going on with TikTok right now, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I imagine most people will go to either here, YouTube, or Instagram. That's my theory anyway. That's what's gonna happen. Because I think for the most part, the people I subscribe to, like here, like with shorts, like a Minbit, great animator if you guys want some like really good content. Very funny and relatable. But they more exclusively do shorts. He keeps like sick. No, Wolfish, you must be strong. You must be strong and not do it. It's not good for you. I mean, I understand, but it's not good for you. I say that out of love. I almost feel like that's still like too long. Nee. Gotta make the noises or it won't work. YouTube's well been around for so long and as big as it is, you don't innovate anymore. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It probably doesn't help that the new guy in charge, like, I don't really know what his deal is, but apparently he's really big into AI and like a bunch of other stuff because he's just like, many! He's basically Mr. Krabs. Gonna use a Zippo as a as an EDC. Yeah, I mean, yeah, technically you only live once. As long as you're, you know, being respectful of everyone else. Do what you gotta do. Enjoying the smoke, yeah. That you did, Wolfish, that you did. Way too much. I mean, I get it. But still. Okay, now we're getting towards the end here. Make sure that's... Another thing with digital art. You're gonna make a line, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, that is the worst line I've ever seen in the history of lines. I do that a lot, too. I will get used to this tablet eventually. I have a display tablet, but I'm trying to get used to the regular graphics tablet, or screenless tablet is what, so. Because it's gonna be a bit better for my neck and back, where I kinda can like sit a lot more straight and, you know, or just kind of like lean back, not have to like scrunch so much. What would you have to say to get kicked from the chat? My big thing with chat rules is just, you know, just you know, be chill. Don't like, you know, say anything super like racist or homophobic or anything like that. I'm really lean back. I mean, you can cuss. I don't really care. But I'm not like one of those like Puritan people where it's like, you know, oh my goodness, you said like something was dumb. I'm so offended, kind of thing. I'm not really like that. It really is just like, just don't be like a dick, you know. Because, you know, life's short. I feel like we all have, like, enough crap to worry about. I don't think we need anything more to, like, deal with. Nobody wants to deal with it. It's sort of the mindset of we're all friends here, you know. I do love references, so if you're someone who likes to reference SpongeBob kind of thing, because this is not, in fact, the Krusty Krab. I know, for the most part, I'm chill. Don't like that. See, bring that up a hair. Has anyone had any cool new games they've been playing lately? Because I am not only an artist, I am also a gamer. Why am I having such trouble with this? Oh, you finally beat that deck in Balacho. Oh, nice, 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 nice. That's certainly something. I know you were fighting that one for a little bit. And a lot of detail in this, like, one freaking thing. That is hard to do. How about that? No, I get to struggle with the next one. Oh, I feel that, Wolfish. I feel that. Ooh. No, bloody hell, that looks awful. Okay, redoing it. That is a very, very bad line. Very, very bad. Bad Ember. Bad Ember. Hope it looks better. Ember Baddie. I feel like we're gonna need to use that in something. Ember Baddie. Yep. That's what's off. It's the pointer! Don't want to deal with it. Okay, I understand. I understand, Bones. I have heard some good things about Civilization 7, actually. Who was Ambiguous Amphibian? I think he has some early access to it, and the Spiffing Brit, I think he also got some. I know the Spiffing Brit definitely did. I love the way they play games. I have, let's see. I mean, recently been playing a lot of Pal World, but with that excuse me a second. Sorry. The thing was not working for some reason. Ugh. No, that got me all messed up. Oh, bloody hell. It's all got... What? Oh, dear. Of course, I had that cough, and now, like, now a bunch of my lines got messed up. Can't be redone. Oh my god. Why are you like this? Why are you the way that you are? Yeah, I was... Hang on a second. No, finish what I was saying. Been playing a lot of Pal World, because everything's been, like, broken with that, with the brand new update, which is typical. But before that, I was playing a lot of TCG Card Shop Simulator. Ironically, a very addicting game. But fun. And I also have a game called Timberborn, which is a city builder kind of game where you get to play with beavers. Get to make a little beaver city. So I'm looking forward to playing that sometime soon. Don't know when yet, but I will. It's certainly, like, better. Yeah, it's... Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I feel another cough, my god. Went from feeling like cough wasn't that bad to now cough is that bad. Ugh. Could be worse. I will eventually get over this cold. Might just take a while. Which I suppose, depending how, like, all this goes, maybe I'll try, like, streaming a game every once in a while. But that's probably gonna depend what you all think. Since I am mostly an art channel, it's just also just gonna be one of those things where it would just be maybe it's a little odd. I had thought about doing another channel, but gaming is a very difficult channel to kind of like work with on YouTube, because just like not that it's hard to get into, it's more of like it's hard to break into because of oversaturation. Ugh. No, getting somewhere. Maybe we'll at least go until like it lands, and then I'll probably stop there for the day. That's because I feel my cough is getting worse and need to prepare for lunch and get more soup and all that in me. I was really hoping I'd beat this cold this week, but it looks like it's gonna take me a little bit. But I figured if I can't record audio, I can at least like try to work and hang out with you guys a bit, answer some questions and all that. What happened? I just have one. should be a 2. I thought that was it. Oh, Timberborn, it's brilliant. I've been watching a lot of Real Civil Engineer playing it. Oh, it's great. I mean, it's little beavers. You can't be mad playing with, you know, beavers, you know? Yes, it is. Oh, what is it? We're on, like, what season are we on? Because that's what he does. He does, like, seasons. So, I don't think we're, like, too far off. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Let's stick with... I don't know how that went down. Season 4? Okay. That could be a whole watch party in the Discord. It'd be fun to do watch parties in Discord. So there's a bunch of... I love movies, so there'd be a ton I could introduce to all of you. Straight line here eventually. Ah, Discord thing. This is where freaking Twitch has us right. Give me 1 second. It is in my main... Okay. If you go to my About in the description, there should be some links there. I don't know if you are on mobile. I'm assuming you're on mobile. But there should be something like videos about Twitch, Discord, and Instagram. Discord should be a direct link right there. Should be. If it's not, let me know. At least that's the thing. No problem. I appreciate you joining us. Yep, I see it. I need to adjust you. Make it a little bigger, little adjustment. Yep. Then you, similar thing. Just touch bigger, bring out there. Reset. Zoom out a wee bit. I need a... Let's see. Okay. We are getting there. Animation is a slow process, but it is worth it. I'd probably work a little faster if my head wasn't so miserable at the moment. Yeah, right about like there. Ooh, frame 141 is probably what we'll stop for today. But we are not quite there yet. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this is where it like does that. Where it like, you know. Okay, so this frame is quite important. There. What about some games that are like coming up for you guys? Oh darn it. What was that one game called? It was like Dawn of the... It's by the people who not CD Projekt Red, but it's by like the director or some people who did the Witcher 3. I know it's in the... I think it's in the Discord actually. But, like, it was, like, this one, a vampire game that looked really good. Like, I'm, like, genuinely really excited for it. Let's see if I can... I don't want to say it's, like, Dawn of the Dead Walkers. I don't think it's called that. Brain. You ever notice that Discord likes to lag sometimes? The Blood of the Dawn Walker, that's what it was. Blood of the Dawn Walker. That game, I mean, I know it was just a cinematic trailer, but like, well, it's cinematic and a bit of gameplay. That game looked like the next Witcher game should be. It looked really good. Oh, but if you guys are interested in like a cute little clicker game, Dixium is a really fun game. It's only like $3 on Steam. I thought about maybe playing that on stream sometime, just because it's like a nice chill game. Though there is a thing about the background music that apparently is a weird thing. Where, like the artist who did it did like a fantastic job, but because she makes it like free, you know, for anyone to use, which is super, super cool of her to do. But there's been issues where people have taken her music and then tried to, like, claim it as their own. And it's caused, like, some issues. But she says, like, she'll help you out. Like, it was something I looked into when I was, looking into the game. Really cute game, though. I highly recommend it. If you all are looking into a cozy game. From this one. Now this looks like way too big. It's looking pretty smooth. Since this tablet has been running so well for me. 6. Alright, we're getting near the bottom here. Okay. Basically it's gonna like slide right down there. So that. It's not quite looking the way I want. It's probably about lunchtime, at least like for me. What are you all about to have? When it gets the time for me to be allowed to eat during my feed time window, I'm gonna have the rest of my sub. Had a cheesesteak sub last night. That was very good. I decided to save the rest of it for this today for lunch, and tonight we're having pork chops. Looks like ever so little bit like it. Alright. And then I'll go ahead and make that frame. I think we'll do like 3 more frames, and then I think we'll call it there. 152. I'll have a deep breath. Oh, whoopish. You make me sad when you say that. He'll be worth it. It's the whole point why we're doing it, is literally just to lose some weight. That's it. That line doesn't look good. Let's get rid of that. Okay, I think I see it. I think I see what's all. This needs to be a lot sharper. Then we'll probably fix this line a wee bit. The pork chops don't work. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. I already have it defrosting as we speak. That and the mac and cheese that you really wanted. It'll be good. Can't seem to. Oh wow. I think I need to bring that a little more. It's just such a simple line, but you can tell I'm struggling. We're fine now. We'll make it work. Alright, this is basically after this point, this is where things are gonna get a little bit more different. I think I will adjust this where this is gonna be a bit closer. Mystic, how you doing? Just doing uni work. Oh, how's that going? Don't know why it's on your vlog channel. I have no idea, bro. But is it going okay at least? Confused hell by my figured out. I believe in you. I believe in you. You can do it. I know you can do it. We will turn that off. And there we go. We got two lap sense, that's something. I got about 20 minutes or so before my lunchtime, where I'm actually gonna be allowed to eat. Hopefully, that helps out. Yeah, Mystic, I've been quite sick, so that's been my life the past. Now I've gone on week 2 with this. Yeah, that's why I haven't really been able to record any new videos. I tried yesterday, but the audio got like messed up and it just sounded awful. That's why I sound so congested. Still fighting it. But I at least thought, you know what? Since I can't really record, maybe I can at least like try straight on YouTube, see how it goes. I appreciate you coming by. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. And I hope things are going okay at uni, at least. I know you're working really, really hard. And I know it's a lot of work. Sometimes I kind of miss college. Other times I'm just like, good riddance. No, it'll work out. It'll work out. It's a lot of work now, but it matters in the end. It gives you a lot of tools that you need. Yeah. That's the other thing with being sick, is that it's really hard to get sleep. They gone but last semester, so... Oh, really? This is your last semester? Wow, how does it feel? I know with me, my last one, it was just like... Even if I was on the ground crawling, it's like, I will finish this. I was like clawing my way just trying to get it done. Last semester though, wow. No, and if it's anything like mine, they're giving you the biggest projects that take like all frickin' semester to do. Yeah, in too deep, exactly. I think it'll do it. I think it'll work out. But I understand that final semester grind. But then look at it this way. Once you pass, that's it. Then it turns into having the whole graduation ceremony and everything. And I don't know if you plan to like go to yours. Some people choose not to. Other people go anyway. Mine was very crowded. That's the thing, like, I technically graduated in a winter semester, but it was still, like, really packed. So my counselor screwed me up so I don't have too hard of classes now. Oh, that's something. Mine was just a lot of projects. It was just big semester-long projects of things that I don't really care about. I mean, I got through, but it was still just like, ugh. Oh, you don't have a choice, you have to go. Oh, gotcha. We technically had the choice, I suppose, because the actual, like, paper is all, like, mailed to you. Or whatever. They don't actually, like, they give you, like, a fake thing to be like, oh yeah, here's the visual representation of you getting it. And I graduated with, like, technically 2 other people. It was only 3 people of my major that graduated. Oh, yeah. Well, we had these, like, big leather cushiony couches, and in one particular building, the couches were amazing. A lot of people fell asleep in those, and the rule of thumb is you don't bother them. Only got one class where it's a major project. Ah, gotcha. The other four are just fillers. Ah, okay. Are these projects that, you're gonna be, like, allowed to show off and stuff? Because it'd be cool to, like, see, everything you make. Like, I think you are in my Discord, I'm not sure. But feel free to, like, share. Like, I do want to see what you're working on. It entirely if you're comfortable with it, obviously. Not gonna force you to share anything you don't feel comfortable with. Yeah, feel free to link those to me. I would love to check them out while I have my lunch. If you get some time. Oh, so yes, apologize for the sniffling and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna make sure this is saved. Sure the final product's been done. No problem. That's fine. I'll probably talk to you in that time. Oh, learning anatomy right now. Oh. I'm sorry. I know that. I know that pain. I know it. Oh, dear. You'll get it, bro. You'll get it. I believe in you. Yeah, I definitely want to see what you end up having. Like seeing the final finished product. That's always the fun part. Seeing everything finally come together. Ow. Sorry, stretched. Oh, yeah. Oh. We were talking earlier about, let's see if I can get my thing to... No, my thing's not working. Okay, whatever. Ow. Oh. Struggle with arms and legs more than anything. Yeah, I get that, yeah. A lot of it's like, proportions, I think, for me. My big thing when I first started was a lot of my struggle was like I'd make the head like a bit too big compared to the rest of the body. Which I guess I kind of leaned into this character's design, but she was supposed to be a bit more cartoony and fun. That was kind of like the point of her. Heads and chest, I'm slowly getting fingers phonetic. When you manage to get the hand to look just right, you're like, yeah, I'm awesome. Any other time, it's, oh god, it's awful. Looks alien. Or you end up being kind of lazy like what I do and I make like oven mitts. There you go. Okay, I appreciate you all hanging out with me. But yeah, definitely Mystic, let me know how you're going with all of it. I believe in you. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start heating some stuff up. Finally eat something. I'm in the middle of intermediate fasting. Because I'm trying to get my body somewhat back to speed. Yeah, seriously. Basically, in the time that I've gotten sick, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get off of this medication, and I'm gonna try to get my body back to somewhat decent shape. Because I was on this medication that was making me gain a lot of weight. Like, in 2 weeks, I gained like 8 pounds. It was absolutely ridiculous. So I finally got off of that. But now it's like, okay, got off of that. Now I gotta try to, you know, go back to exercising again, you know, where I might actually like burn more calories. But it's like now I'm sick. So I picked a weird time to do this. I picked a weird time. And I'm still feeling the pain from weightlifting yesterday. I gotta love it. Okie dokie. Yes, please eat and please hydrate. I have my water here and I plan to have some tea with my lunch. I love green tea. Save, stretch, hydrate, stop streaming, commit to activation, take a deep breath. I have saved. I have, one great thing about TV Paint is that you can actually program when it saves. So I can make the intervals, I think by default it's every 20 minutes, but I made it to like every 5 minutes. I have saved, I've made sure I've saved, I am stretching. Owie. Ember is snap, crackle, pop. That's gonna be a new emote. I swear. Stop shrimping. I have been very good about my shrimping. And commit tax evasion, I don't know. We got taxes this week. Hate tax season. Hate tax season. And take a deep breath. Little fish is spoiling me, as he always does. Always looking out for me. Alright. Take it easy, everyone. Please be safe. Remember to eat and hydrate, stretch, and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for joining me. And take it easy. I probably am not going to get a video out this week, but I'll try to get maybe this done this week, and that could be uploaded for next week. I hate being sick. Please remember to also wash your hands and sanitize whenever you can. Don't trust anyone to do it. Do it yourself. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.